Got him.
I'm gonna kick your ass off for real.
Got
I'm gonna kick
him.
you off. I gotta find this story again. Okay. Is it going? It's going. Is that how you gonna be? Is that how you sitting?
Yep.
It's weird in a video with you. Stop shaking because you're gonna shake the camera. You gotta stop.
These nuts weird. Got him.
Keep on your ass while having the motherfucking nuts.
Got him. Ah.
Hey y'all, so we are doing. I have Sir Gigalots over here. We are going to start a new series because I get a lot of relationship questions. That I kind of get his insight on with reader letters that I just end up sending back. So I'm trying to make sure my mouth is going with my words. I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is the first letter. It's really not a relationship kind of question, but it's really juicy, and I would probably ask him to answer it anyway. So if you have any relationship questions, you can email us at my email that I always drop, sbarrett3289@gmail.com. I'll put it below, or you can send me a message on YouTube, or you can go onto the blog at dearmrelevatorman.blogspot.com and leave it in the comment section. I don't get the email address when you leave it in the comment section, so you'll just have to look for your question.
I don't have an email.
No, you don't have an email. It's just my email. I don't. Hell no, you don't have an email. No. No. It's too many bitches to match.com trying to. No, you don't have an email.
No, I'm fool with Match.com. I be on Christian Mingle.
That's what a freak
That's what a
said.
freak said. Cub, break it down. That's what a freak said.
Okay. You want to read it or you want me to read it?
I don't want to read it.
Okay, so here we go. Dear Shanice, I am 30 years old and my husband is 50. Our age difference never bothered me as I met my husband in my early 20s and we hit it off. The guys I were dating, I'm just reading this word for word. Y'all know how it gets. During the time, we're not trying to settle down, and my husband was on a full train with what he wanted, and I wanted the same thing. I love my husband, but things have not been the same lately. My husband has been in a weird funk, and we argue nonstop. Everything I've been doing for the past year has been wrong. He even bought a studio apartment to, quote, get away from my nagging. About 6 months ago, I accidentally slept with my husband's nephew. You know, because Peen always accidentally slips up in bitch ass. He has always been easy on the eyes, but I would never go there with him. We gotta get through. I would never go there with him. Me and my husband had just had a horrible fight about me spending money on useless items when his nephew showed up to return my husband's toolbox.
This old that ass 32, ain't it?
I had been drinking, and I guess I just wanted to see if a man found me attractive.
Sound like a porno. That's how it starts.
We have had sex at least twice a week ever since, and I am pregnant.
At least twice a week.
So, could be more, but at least twice. We're fucking at least 2 times a week.
This story's getting worse and worse and worse.
I told his nephew not to use condoms because I didn't want for some odd reason, my husband to find empty condom wrappers in my trash can. I can say we both got tested and have no diseases, so I thought it would be fine. Now I'm pregnant and my husband is so excited. He has started catering to me and he got rid of his studio apartment. The only issue is now his nephew keeps coming around trying to tell me this baby is his. He is threatening to tell my husband about us, and I cannot afford for that to happen. I don't want to raise my baby alone, and I want to keep my family. My husband never wanted kids, but is so excited about this baby that I just know it's going to make our relationship stronger. Please help me. I know this isn't his babies. It's my husband. Thanks. Let me just reply so you know that your thing is being answered.
First of all, it's so much shit in that letter. This shit is terrible. Like at first it was cool. It's like, oh, this is a problem that can be, talked about and fixed. And it
Right.
kind of like saw the cliff And it was like, oh shit, they go a cliff, and then they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just jump over the cliff with no parachute on. Like, this shit is terrible. What?
So, girl, sorry about the camera shaking. We're at the table.
Oh, this shit is terrible.
Number one, if you're going to cheat, wrap it up.
Why would you assume that it's cool to
Nobody gives a fuck that y'all don't got STDs, okay? I'd rather you get a cream to fix this yeast infection. You can't get a cream to fix the motherfucking baby. Like, he there. Cuz it's going to be there.
Listen. You can take the condom off. You can be like, I don't want my husband finding this condom, and like, you can take it off and dispose of it the way you feel like, and wrap it up in a plastic bag, inside a trash bag, and take it straight out to the dumpster. Put it in your car and drive it down the street to the Quick Trip and put it in the trash can at the Quick Trip. I don't. You know.
Now, we're not condoning cheating. Okay, we just want to let you know that, bitch, if you're going to cheat,
you ain't got to call her bitch.
Listen, this is a full out bitch right now, because girl, you did all type of dumb shit, and now you just in the middle of the floor crying Indian style with this big ass belly, not knowing who the fuck the daddy is. You can't say that it is your husband's, because you just said that you were fucking this man at least 2 times a week. Okay.
Now, it could be his.
It could be his.
And it could be the nephew, daddy, son. What is he now? I don't get. Is he cousin? He would be the nephew. He's still your nephew.
But he would be the baby's daddy cousin. Mm-hmm. And then
he'd be the baby's daddy.
Yes.
So he'd be your baby daddy.
He's also be your nephew. He'd be your great nephew.
I don't know. This shit's out fucked.
It's nasty.
It ain't nasty because y'all ain't related.
But it's still nasty.
So you know, it's not really that bad. Okay, it is.
It's bad.
But
your relationship with your husband is about to be over. Only way you can get out of this shit is if you let them take a DNA test early, and you got to be, swift. You have to take a piece of your husband's hair or some shit, get the nigga toothbrush or something. And
you find out it's your husband's, and you tell your nephew,
right?
He never wants, he ain't gonna bring it up anymore.
If it's your nephew's, download Photoshop and alter the paper and just show your nephew, like, I got tested. It's not yours. Also, don't leave your baby around your nephew, because cuz might take a home DNA test, swab the little baby mouth, swab his mouth, send it off, come back, this is motherfucking baby. World is over, girl.
Okay.
That could happen.
I'm trying to get to actual, like,
you can kill your nephew.
Something to say to help this situation now. So I guess we'll just, we'll get past the common part, because I just thought that was like high school, and he's like, shit, I'm gonna wrap it up, cuz I'm gonna
stick it in my pocket. Your husband lives somewhere else anyway. My cuz be home every day.
I don't need no babies, but other than that, we'll get back to the letter, because I'm kind of dumbfounded right now. So Shanice, could you just read the first part of the letter, and why were they beefing again? Couple beefing.
She doesn't know basically why they're beefing. Mm-hmm. She just said that over the last year, everything she's been doing has been getting on her husband's nerves. Mm-hmm. He got a studio apartment so that he could get away from her nagging. Mm. So I don't know if this is. I'm guessing they were 6 months into him living in the studio apartment, because about 6 months ago. I ain't even
got to get to the boyfriend yet. To the nephew.
It's not a boyfriend.
To the side piece.
Every woman needs their one smack of every.
She got a smack of every. Yeah, this was the wrong brother to call. This was the
girl.
wrong
You could have got the neighbor. You don't watch Desperate Housewives?
But
it's all type of neighbors.
Yeah.
Love was wrong.
We let's try to start from the beginning here. Okay. So y'all, you don't know where the nagging started. I think later on you say you were in your early 20s when you married your husband.
Right, because right now they're 30 and 50.
He's 50, you're 30. and everybody you were with wasn't looking to settle down,
Right.
but he was running towards it with
Full
some
speed ahead.
full speed with some skates on. Matter of fact, he had some rollerblades on,
Get the old man guap.
and he probably had that gray beard like Cynthia husband.
Oh,
What's
not
his
at
name?
not at 30 though. Peter. Patricia.
He 40. He was 40 something.
He was 30. No.
He was 40 something. She was 20 something.
Shit.
Yeah. He was. Oh, he had that.
Oh yeah.
He had that bar
Get
one
that
shit.
401k money.
Yeah. He was almost midway to retirement, because you got to be old as fuck these days to retire. But anyway, so
Let's
y'all
just say he was established.
Yeah.
And the guys you were messing around with was still out here at Popeyes.
And he was ready to settle down, right? And
Right.
you were looking for that. Now, the first question that I'm going to ask, and since you can't actually answer it, is: were you actually in love with this man when you got with him? And was he in love with you? Or did y'all do it because both of y'all wanted the same thing in a relationship and out of life? Which is, if that's the case, if the latter is the case, that is always the wrong reason to get married to somebody. And if you're looking for security and the things that they can do for you is the reason that you want to marry this person, or vice versa, it never works out in the end, because, material things always get old at some point. And at that point, what do you have that's keeping you in this relationship? If it's not love, if it's not that feeling that you have for someone else that makes you just want to be with them, even if y'all ain't doing shit, if y'all just sitting at the table talking about Rubik's Cubes or macaroni and cheese or the jazz festival coming up in 2 months, I can't wait so we can go to that and walk all day. It's going to be hot. I ain't going. So, yeah, back to what I was saying.
But you could also, if she got with him because of the stability and having that safety net, she could also have grew to be in love with him. But that's not the same as falling in love with someone. You just was like,
or it might have just given him the hands up, or it might have given him the first place token.
True.
She was like, okay, I got Ray, I got Tyrone, I got Mikey, and I got Grandpa Jones. Grandpa Jones, Mikey in school, Tyrone ain't doing shit with his life.
Slanging it.
And Ray already got 2 side pieces.
And 2 kids.
Grandpa Jones is ready to rock.
Yes.
If that's what's going on here, and that's what, like, I'm going to start dating him, and then y'all fell in love. My bad. And then y'all fell in love, that's cool. But if y'all just got together because he had a little money by himself, that was wrong. Or he was looking to be in a relationship long term with somebody.
That's because he was 40 something and you were 20 something. So of course, cuz is trying to settle down. You fine, you young, you thick. You're gonna keep him. You're gonna keep him of age. You know? And now he 50.
And y'all, let me tell you something.
And you 30. That's why you fucking his nephew, because cuz swinging at the wood. He ain't got to take no little blue pill to
chill out. Everybody know.
Come in here. You ain't got to give him no show. He just come, lay the pipe, leave. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Granddaddy Jones still paying the bills. Do you have a job?
None of that even matters.
It don't, but I just
none of that. What I wanna bring up now, something I always bring up, and people might disagree with this. I don't know how they disagree, but I'm just gonna bring it up. See, we're animals. Basic animals. Like, that's what we are. Humans are animals. So yeah, we're attracted to certain things. Our body puts out certain chemicals, certain pheromones that make us attracted to other people. And what I'm basically trying to say is that at this point in time in your relationship, you two are probably not compatible with each other, because the things that you're looking for in life, or the things that you should be pursuing right now, is not the same as the other person. He's probably beyond the natural mating period for a man. He's probably not looking to do the things you're trying to do. He's probably ready to slow down more stuff in life. The things you do probably gets on his nerves and makes him nag or you nag more, you're probably want to still be energetic, probably be out somewhere. And another thing happens is you're just not as attracted to each other as you might have once been. You know, he's older, and you're younger. So when you see each other, that love might be there, but that attraction may not be there. You might be physically attracted to people around your own age, more like the nephew, because you're way closer in age to him, from what I'm understanding, than your husband. So all of this could just be a reason to do what you actually probably wanted to do. Because I noticed you said he was easy on the eyes,
girl. That
you
means he
know,
was Chocolate City.
which means you had thought before, like, shit, if I went with your uncle, I give you a little something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't know all that. But yeah, so that just makes me think that, like, whenever I hear someone saying that, or that I hear that somebody's with someone that's like significantly older than the other person, I always think, what are you gonna do 20 years from now when you're still young and they knees hurt and back hurt and
they can't go to the jazz festival
and they can't go to the
police officers on fleek.
Not even a jazz festival. They don't want to go to the mall and walk around for a couple of minutes and or go to the park or anything. They just don't want to do that anymore. Like, yeah, that's just weird. Yes, people think about that whenever you're getting in a relationship. Think about that age difference. Think about, okay, I really like this person, but what is it going to be like in 15, 20 years? Am I going to still be this certain person and want to, do all these certain things and have all these kids? And when my kids are...
Because, girl, he is 15. You about to have your first baby. Hopefully it's by your husband, because it's going to be a good 70.
When by the time they're grown, and you're still going to be like damn near in your 50. Prime. You won't even be 50 yet because you're just now 30. So 18, you'll be 48. He'll be 68.
Girl.
Yeah. Now listen, don't take this as us trying to discourage you or say negative things about you.
Because you love who you love, baby.
Yeah, I'm just being realistic and just pointing out some things that you might not have pointed out. So yeah, let's. What's the next part? Okay. What happened after that?
So after first of all, let me just talk about this real quick. No husband of mine is about to buy a studio apartment because we live together. We stay in a 2-bedroom townhouse, 2-bath. You can stay your ass downstairs, okay, until you get over the hell is your problem.
Or we can just call this a quits right now.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and get a divorce because I don't know who the fuck you over here with.
Because I'm gonna be real and honest about the situation. You got
these younger thoughts in there popping it.
I'm just gonna be real about the situation.
Spending cash, mad at me because I bought a Swiffer. No.
I don't know a man that moves out because of nagging. That's 101. We knew that was gonna happen when we got into the relationship. When we put the finger on the ring and said I do. I mean, the ring on the finger, not the finger on the ring.
It's the same thing.
Don't worry, she got my head confused. She got me fucked up. My bad, y'all. But after that, we said I do. We already knew it was gonna be some bill nagging. It was gonna be why the grass ain't cut nagging. The trash need to be taken out nagging. Yes. The car need to be clean nagging. Why we don't go to the out like we used to nagging? Why you always over your friend's house nagging? Why you gotta go there nagging? It's just a bunch of nagging. I can go on and on. I've seen it all my life.
You don't have to
keep my bad. I mean, we ain't there yet, but I just expect it if it's coming. Not to say you gonna do it, but 20 years from now, if you out here, I ain't gonna be mad because we nagging. I'm
20 years from now, I wish you would get a motherfucking studio apartment. I'm gonna come decorate that bitch. Motherfucking pictures up. Give me a key. Are we getting away from the kids? We trying to get away from the kids so we can still do our freaky thing without the kid. Okay. I see what you did. That's cute.
20 years, I'm gonna be clicker, clicker. And why you ain't clicker. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do it in a minute. Clicker. I told you that bitch crazy. Clicker. And that's exactly how it's gonna go. It's gonna be going in one ear and out the other 20 years from now.
Yeah, but nobody gets a studio apartment, boo boo. You should have drawn up those divorce papers. got you a key? Because it sounds like you don't even know where the fucking apartment is at. He has a studio, bitch. Who be over there? Do Ray Ray be over there? Is Ray Ray really Ranisha?
Ray Vaughn over there.
This is Raynisha.
Ray Vaughn
he took
is
her from
over
the pole,
there.
and now
She over there popping it for real. That's what's going on. I hate to say it, and I can't be sure about this. Now, I'm not saying this is 100% the truth, but in all my experiences, all the older men I know, all the younger men I know, we're not marrying somebody that ain't going to get 2 bills. 2 utility bills, 2 water bills, 2 renter's insurance, and a mortgage insurance. Putting food
property
over there,
tax.
food over here. Like, 1, that makes no sense. 2, I probably got a sweet young thing on the side.
3, why haven't you went over there and wrecked shop? Like
you ain't got a wreck shop. You just should have been over there, like figuring out what was going on.
Why are we here? I don't understand why we made this choice. Who made this choice?
We could be taking. We ain't got no kids. We could be taking a vacation somewhere, spending that money on something else, like
something else.
You get mad because I go out here and spend a little money, but you got a whole nother apartment. Did she say that?
Yes,
she said
he got an apartment so that they could stop nagging. And before she fucked his nephew, they got into it about spending useless money. He'd already had the apartment. See, you got them 2 light bills, 2 water bills, 2 gas bills.
Don't that sound like useless?
You could just not be mad because I bought this new vacuum cleaner.
Because you had to pay your rent. Did you ever bring that up in that argument? I'm trying to give you a little argument game. I'm pretty sure that you didn't be like useless money anyway, on these shoes. Bitch, you wouldn't have got a whole new house.
They make sure you say bitch hard.
You gotta say it real hard with your finger. That's all girls gotta do. They let you know that it's real.
So your head
bitch, you wouldn't have got a whole new house. And you gotta do it like that. You gotta shake your head a little bit. And because that's how they do.
That's exactly how.
That's how they do. Bitch, you would have got a whole new.
You didn't.
Over
you got a whole nother $70
shoes.
I went and bought $50 worth of fucking groceries, and you mad because you don't want a bitch to eat. Fuck you, okay?
Because that's where it should have went. It sound like to me. I'm just saying, like, he can't get mad at you for buying useless shit, and he the one that got a whole nother place to live.
I know he done furnished that motherfucker.
He ain't sleeping on an air mattress.
Girl, no.
Yeah.
Raynisha's not getting fucked on an air mattress, okay? She a classy hoe.
Let's get back to the nephew.
So after that, the nephew comes over and they fuck the first time accidentally. And I'm gonna give you that because there are times when not with you.
Keep it right. Say what you got to say, girl.
There are times when you just want to make sure, like, if you ain't got nobody checking for you, when you don't have anyone and nobody is checking for you.
Okay.
You get a little down. You want to make sure your shit's still popping.
Or you just had an argument. You were drinking. You maybe not been feeling yourself the way you should have been feeling yourself.
You went and put on some lingerie.
He hadn't been there. He stayed somewhere else. Maybe you were feeling needy. You were needy at the time. Maybe you were like, I just wanted to find out. Like you said, I think you say this too, that you just wanted to find out that somebody still wanted you. And I can sort of understand that, but those vows you took kind of
because it could have stopped at him being like.
Yeah, I tell that thing. Yeah,
I fucked the shit out of you.
I'm gonna tell you how it would have went. I'd have been like,
but you my uncle's wife, so I'm not about to.
Yeah, if it was just me though, and I came in there and I was like,
this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, so what you on? You'd have been like, I'd have gave you a little hug, and if you'd have hugged too long.
He would have grabbed your ass because that's what he do. Snake his hands down.
I'd have been like, it's all right. You're going to be straight. You're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd have said it real close to your ear so you'd have felt the tingle a little bit right there. I'm trying to put y'all on game. I'd have held the top of your back and the lower part of your back a little tighter, right? Then I'd have let you go. And when I let you go, I'd have just rubbed my hands across your waist a little bit, real soft. You know what I'm saying? You'd have looked at me. I'd have licked the lips a little bit. And then, you know what I'm saying? I know what he did to get her where he had to get her. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go get some water.
Oh, you thirsty? You thirsty? I bet you are fucking thirsty.
Yeah.
Clearly, this bitch was thirsty too. I'll give you a pass on one. I'll give you the one time that the penis accidentally fell into the vagina.
Ain't no accidents.
But
Ain't no
I'm not
accidents.
gonna give you 2 times every week. I can't give it to you. Nope.
Yeah. You fucked up, dude. You fucked up, dude.
You fucked up.
You know you fucked up, don't you? You know you fucked up, right?
I don't have. My advice is what I gave you the first time. Get a DNA test. I don't know how you're gonna do it because it seems like your husband is more active back being husband like you were. Which I hear from married couples that you do go through a little rough patch. So maybe this was y'all rough. I do.
It wasn't
not a year.
But if you read it again, it wasn't them patching through it. It was her telling him you were pregnant. So it's
still
more,
get a divorce, girl, because that nigga don't want you. He just want this baby.
Yeah, it seems like he's excited about a baby being a part of the family, but y'all still haven't gotten over what y'all had going on. Now, what I'm gonna say is a few things. One, if you really want to stick it out with this man,
girl,
if you really want to stick it out with him,
don't listen to Danny.
It's 2 things. One, I know people say the truth will set you free.
Bitch, no,
but sometimes the truth will get you 7 to 10, 15 to 22, 25 to life. The truth will fuck you up some of the time. So the first thing is, it just depends on how good your keeping secret games is to the heart. Now I know this is some shit not to say, and it's gonna take. It's gonna. Definitely don't do that shit. Don't even think about that shit. That's the wrong thing to do. Because they going to find out. They going to find out. They going to know he got text messages. You going to be the prime suspect. Because now they got a reason, for you to kill him. You got his baby. You got a husband. You ain't want to tell the husband. And a husband, his uncle. Sound like motive to me. So don't kill him. Yeah, don't do that. What I was going to say is, you can do like Shanice said. You can, go get you a secret DNA test, pluck your husband hair, clip a toenail or some shit, scrape some skin, have some passionate sex with him, scratch his back.
It don't work like that. I don't think it works like that.
You ain't not. I'm saying you could take it somewhere and they can get it. They can get the
DNA.
Go,
after you just have sex, just
get you a Q-tip.
That's some hard ass digging.
It ain't even gotta be hard.
Either way, get back to it.
But anyway, somehow,
girl, just get a piece of hair or a toothbrush.
Yeah, and figure out,
Or swallow that nigga. Be like, open your mouth. I need to do this real quick for the doctor or some shit. He excited. He don't give a fuck.
Don't do that. He ain't gonna know. Don't do that. Because if he got any lick of sense, he gonna know. Ain't no reason for us to do this. Unless there's a chance that this motherfucker ain't mine.
Tell him it's for...
Don't do it.
To do something with
Don't listen to her.
I don't know, bitch, but you
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't kill him. Don't tell him that he need a DNA test. Take a brush.
I didn't say tell him he need a DNA test. I said just one day stick the thing in his mouth and run off, girl.
And what the fuck is that? Don't do that shit at all. Please don't do that shit. So you can get a DNA test from both of them. If it ain't the nephews, you can just act like nothing happened. You can pray that he won't say anything. Wow. You can beg him like, listen, this is it. Girl, it was fun while it lasted, but we can't do this no more. And hopefully he'll understand, and y'all can live happily ever after. And cuz can never know that you had an affair. And it seemed like you'll never know that he had an affair because that seemed like what he was doing.
Because that nigga was fucking somebody. You fuck around and your baby number 2, and then he leave your ass and go back with Raynisha.
Not boyfriend number 2, baby number 2.
Yeah.
Baby number 2.
Then he gonna be like I fucked your nephew. And then he's like,
oh shit. You did what?
I'm gonna carry your ass, bitch. That's how they.
He ain't gonna do that. He
gonna
do that. Oh, you did? You did? He gonna hit her with the DMX. You did? Hey, bitch. You did? And then he gonna find the nephew and he might ain't his ass because they gonna get to arguing. The nephew probably stronger than his ass at this time.
This is the thing. Like anytime the nephew get mad at your uncle, he gonna be like, "But I fucked your bitch though."
And then the uncle gonna be like, "What?" With the
and you gonna be in the back like,
"What's Cynthia Bailey's husband name?"
Peter.
You gonna be in there. He gonna be with the Peter scruff. And talking about some what?
And you just gonna be over here just...
And he gonna hit you with the Kevin Hart. You're a liar. You're a liar. And you like, no, I fucked her. I can tell you what it feel like. I can tell you her
all
favorite
type
position.
Of messages.
And
you just sent the nasty pictures because you was a freak.
And then the uncle gonna try to fight the nephew. The nephew's stronger.
Gonna whoop his ass.
He gonna start whooping him up. And you know what old men do? Shank. Now he got a murder case on his hand. So you can go with
baby
that.
still like I know daddy.
But I'm gonna bring up something that a lot of people are lacking these days, and it's called moral conviction. You got yourself in this position, and I know I said earlier the truth don't always set you free.
Don't. Girls gonna bring.
But you got too many moving parts right now, and unless you feel like you can absolutely trust your nephew, if it ain't his.
Oh, this sounds weird. Your nephew.
I mean, his nephew.
But it is her nephew too by marriage.
Your play cuz.
Y'all better not be.
You remember y'all had play cousins? They wasn't really your cousins.
I didn't have play cousins because I knew what the fuck was going on when you got in high school with your play cousins. You niggas was playing for real. Goddamn hide and seek.
Wasn't no hide and seek. It was hide, go get it, go. You feel?
Listen, when I found out what that game was, I was like, time out! I'm out this bitch. Nope. I thought we would just hide. And you came over here and tagged me. And because it was dark outside, let me tell you something. That's not, I don't know if y'all know what the game really is, but that's not it.
Listen, we used to go to my grandma's house every day after school. And a couple of times it was hide to go get it going on. now we won. It wasn't no actual get it going. But you know what I'm saying? We weren't actually up in nothing. Now that I look back on it, I kind of be like, damn, I wish I was old enough to actually get up in something. But you know, we was hunching a little bit. We was, some jeans rubbing together and shit.
Wasn't no jeans rubbing with me, bitch, because I got the fuck headed. I don't want to play this game. No, this don't sound advertising to me.
Had you been on my grandma's house in the projects,
you would have hunched me.
We'd have got your ass. You'd have been like, shit. You'd have grew up real quick. Real quick.
I was not trying to get hunched
real quick. That's how fast you would have grew up. Real quick.
Get back to the subject so we can end this video.
Because it is getting long.
I'm about to edit the fuck out of this video.
You gotta end it. Just let that shit ride, cuz. That's how it goes. Just let it ride.
Okay. Give your final advice. You want the woman to tell her husband.
So, because you got too many moving parts. I
hope you got some money put up.
We don't know how your husband is going to react. If your nephew say some shit, we don't know if your nephew
gonna say some shit
or not say some shit. So you always on ease.
Why did you get pregnant?
So
this would have been so much better if you just didn't get pregnant.
Or if he skeeted, girl, you would just go get you the day after pill. They ain't even as high as they used to be. You can just walk in there and get them.
Clearly, y'all got that bread.
Obviously, somebody got that bread because y'all got 17 houses, 14 cars.
He's still gonna be a good daddy, girl. You just
2 time shares.
Get with the nephew.
70,000 frequent flyer miles. My bad. Anyway, so the other option is after trying to hide this shit for the rest of your life is to tell him.
Oh shit! For the rest of your life.
Now, if you tell him, you got to be prepared for what comes next.
Go ahead and pack
the
your shit
argument
up
coming next.
Just
all that shit. But you got to be prepared for one or two options.
Go get the studio apartment he had.
He ain't gonna trust your ass
ever.
For a long time.
Ever. If it was me, you have to get the fuck on.
He ain't gonna trust you. So you're gonna either have to try to win back this trust if you really want to be with him. Y'all gonna have to do some counseling. A whole bunch of other shit. Some y'all should have been doing
before he got the studio apartment.
Before he was sleeping with whoever he was sleeping with, but now he got the other hand unless you got some evidence.
And don't go snooping.
Anyway, I was gonna say
don't go snooping because you did wrong and they trying to find something. Yeah, I know I cheated, but you was fucking Rainisha. But bitch, Rainisha ain't pregnant. And Rainisha not related to you.
She ain't?
Wait a minute, Rainisha pregnant?
Yeah. What the fuck does that say? It look like we got 2 kids. Come. Anyway, no, I'm fucking around.
But you know women. There's a double standard when it comes to cheating. We're supposed to forgive before we're supposed to forgive.
That's another subject.
He is supposed to. We're supposed to forgive him, but they'll never forgive us.
That's another subject for another day. So we gonna talk about that another time.
That's something too. So
and you got pregnant by
his nephew,
which makes it even worse because it was somebody close to him.
That's right. You know he raised him.
Somebody he got to see all the time.
He took him to football practice and stuff.
So you got to be prepared for this relationship to be over.
You taught him how to ride a bike.
You got to be prepared for him to want a divorce.
And now you
have you ain't gonna have to raise him on it alone because child support is a motherfucker. If he is the daddy,
from whomever, get you some. Don't matter.
Whoever the daddy,
just get some.
You just unless you want to be with the nephew.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, but if that's who you want to be with and it work out, then I ain't saying don't do it because that might, actually be your soulmate. But it's just gonna be weird at the family reunions.
No, you're not going to the family reunion.
Oh yeah. He can go, but you can't go.
The baby can go.
The baby can go because people love babies.
Probably the baby can go, and neither one of y'all asses can go.
Yeah, they can't fault the baby. His mama gonna have to take the baby, and then he gonna be able to come in about 3 years. The nephew,
but he can pick the baby up right now from the family reunion before he could go.
Yeah. Or he could drop him or her off.
But he ain't going.
But he can't go for the first year.
He not getting no shirt.
Year 2, he can go. He can get a shirt.
No, he ain't getting.
He can get a shirt. He just can't be there for like the first year.
No,
and it ain't because everybody else they gonna give you funny looks and shit. But that shit always gonna be there.
You fuck their uncle and their cousin.
But you always get funny looks at family.
Yeah, but you get even worse funny looks when you fuck the uncle and cousin.
But you fucked up, so you gotta accept it.
True.
So he gotta accept it.
Just move away.
But the reason why he can't go after this is because y'all just don't want no conflict at the family reunion. That's what you don't want. So your options are to try to hide this shit for forever.
Just not good because it's gonna come out sooner or later.
Get the DNA test, tell the truth, and figure out where you're gonna go from there. Odds are it probably ain't gonna work. Yeah, I ain't gonna say you're gonna be alone because you're 30. You ain't even in your prime yet. You can find all type of motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? Church, club, McDonald's, churches, the mall, the gas station. There's all type of places you can find somebody. So you just be on yours.
Churches.
Yeah, listen. You'll find a bad at the churches.
Yeah, you'll find a bad bitch at the churches, but not.
You'll
find a greasy ass man.
I'm thinking about the girl.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, she'll be 21 working there trying to get through school and super bad. You be like that.
Yes, and he'll be 46 back there dropping chicken.
46 or 16.
Hey, Shawty, let me Shawty, real quick. Let me.
I ain't gonna say 46, 32. 35
just got out of jail
or 16, and you can't do nothing with either one of them. So yeah, let's exclude the churches.
Girl, go on Match.com, but don't nobody know you.
Don't go on Christian Mingle because that's what a freak said. VIB, what a freak said. What Juicy J say? Y'all know me. Some shit I just threw tuition at Onyx. I'll speak Ebonics. Some shit Juicy J. I don't know what Juicy J be saying.
Find Juicy J.
Find Juicy J. That might be the best. If you can bounce it for real, he will put you through college. That's a hell of a scholarship plan.
She's already graduated college.
She didn't say that. We don't know that.
You did, girl. I hope you have some kind of career backbone. We're about to wrap this video up. So my advice is to get the DNA test. So that way you don't have to wait until your baby is born to know who the father is. Mm-hmm. If you can get a safe DNA test, get the DNA test. I don't know how you're going to get you probably will be able to get the swab from the nephew. Way easier than the husband. So swab the nephew. You've only been fucking these 2 people. I hope they didn't stop shaking. Then if it comes back and it's not the nephew's, tell your husband. If it comes back and it is the nephew's, still tell your husband. But either way, go ahead and get this shit out because it's just going to be horrible. And at least you know who the father is. So you know, even if we're not together, we have to work out a situation with this baby. So that's my advice to you. I wish you the best of luck. Girl, next time you want to cheat on somebody, next time you're having sex, period, wrap it up. It don't matter that you went to the clinic.
With your husband. If it ain't your husband, wrap it up. Statistics say 1 out of 4 people is gonna get HIV. So if you add 2 more people, his statistics say that one of them motherfuckers is gonna have HIV. It ain't gonna be us because we sleeping with each other.
True. And just each other.
One of them motherfuckers.
If y'all know something else, let a bitch know.
Hold on, goddamn it.
Okay, so that is all our advice for now. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you check out the blog at dearmrelevatorman.blogspot.com. Danny has Monday posts. If you're a guy, you need some advice, drop me an email and I'll shoot it to him. And we'll see you on Mondays.
Hey, Leon
is not watching this.
You my homie, Leon. I hope you make it through it.
Oh my God.
Cause
Bye,
that bitch
Leon.
you was talking about, she
Bye,
was real
Leon.
trifling, Leon.